Law Beats.
Top of the top, it's your main man, Custom Chuck, with D-Sun. Season 2.
Man.
Season 2 premiere of the League of Extraordinary Chicagoans, man. It's a little different, man.
It's getting spooky.
It's looking a little different, man. Sounding a little different. Feeling a little different, man.
Y'all know what happens when you put individuals in the same room, you know what I'm saying?
With the same energy.
With the same energy. Me and Chuck, I never forget when we rapped about this in the studio, like what time it was.
Yeah, man.
Like that shit just came together organically. Like that one shit that we pre-planned or whatever. We got to work the next week.
Yeah,
we did the first episode the next week.
Really, I forgot about that. I thought it was a little bit. No, we was like, man,
it's the next week.
We doing this. Yeah, we doing it. Like, what are we waiting for?
Got the logo and it was on.
Progress right now. The logo was days later.
Logo. But we
listen, relax. Do not give them that yet, man.
Hey, I'm chilling.
There's something coming crazy real soon.
I'm chilling,
real
man.
soon. Don't give them that just yet.
I'm
yeah.
chilling.
Logos though. Definitely logos. And got to work, man.
Pressure, man.
What, 13, 14 episodes in?
Yeah,
season
2. This episode 1 of season 2.
Yeah, episode 1 of season 2. The League of Extraordinary Chicagoans, man. We're gonna get right to it. Gucci versus Jeezy.
I mean,
you have a strong feeling about this, man.
Yeah.
Jeezy.
I was saying Jeezy from jump.
That he was gonna murder him.
That he was gonna wash him.
And what, like you saying,
that's
so
what happened.
So the battle was not even close.
No, it wasn't close.
Musically,
no.
Everything.
It's two different. What
are we talking about? You say he washed him. How did he wash him? Like what? In what way did he wash him?
Because his levels.
Okay, so what are you saying? Well, how did the songs was better? What are you saying?
Selection, everything, man. Like it was a wash, B.
I think, in my personal opinion, it was a lot closer than people was saying.
I think you capping.
And it was just like I thought. First of all, Gucci was extreme. What are we talking? When we talking about overall, this is what I'm talking about. Overall battle,
right?
Music, you know what I'm saying? You know it's disrespectful because it's a battle. So you know what I'm saying? All that extra shit. What he was wearing, you know what I'm saying? Everything. Everything comes into play. Like the music, Jeezy definitely won. I say 60-40 on the music, but everything else, and that's what this was about. If it was just music, this wouldn't have been a battle.
It's a versus though.
If it was just music, it wouldn't have been a battle, bro. It was everything else that tied into this that made it so 1.6 million was watching the whole time.
That was crazy. I think they capped at 2 million at one point.
It was never less than 1.5 million people.
Now remember we was talking about it like episodes ago when we was talking about the verses, like which one was like the biggest one at the time. I think the biggest one at the time was Monica and Brandy, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like, cause I remember we read off them numbers.
Yeah,
I don't even think they was close to Gucci.
Oh, it wasn't even
close. Like, numbers is concerned.
It wasn't even close. Billions and billions of it was 1.5 million. Cause I watched the whole thing consistently from before they got there. Everybody waited an hour, so that was up and down. That was 1 million plus. They got to 1 million, 1.5. They came, and it never dipped below 1.5 million.
It was entertaining though, man. Like
it was the best show I seen.
Like, it was
I ain't seen nothing. I ain't seen a fight, a game, a show, a movie, anything that entertaining in a very long time.
I'm a boxing fan. I've seen a couple fights that was lit.
Who was like that? That was like
Spence and Porter. That was like that.
I was about to say, don't say shit about Bud.
We off that. You know how I feel about Bud. But we off that. We off that.
No, I'm saying that fight, bro. That's as close as you get to a heavyweight round bout.
I liked it though, man. I liked it.
And to piece it up at the end is huge.
Yeah, and the fact that they did that joint together was dope too. Now let's talk about that though, because there's people still talking shit about that on social media about just about that whole conflict between Jeezy and Gucci.
Yeah, you're gonna see it.
You know what I mean? Like, you got people who feeling like that shit should have been dead off jump because of, the past situations or whatever. Like, how you feel about that?
It's gonna be people like somebody said this, but I feel like it's gonna be people who say they punks or they whatever, they not really street because they pieced it up.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be people who say they whatever because they should have did this a long time ago or whatever. People gonna have their opinion either way. But for Atlanta, for black people, for entertainment, for music, nothing bigger than that. Yeah. Nothing bigger than that. Gucci and Jeezy, the influence they have, the money they have, you know what I'm saying, the legacies that they both putting together. If they come together and really work together, it's over with. So the opinion is gonna come from everybody. The street dude's gonna say y'all shouldn't have did that because y'all, y'all ain't street now. Y'all gonna let them kill your home, blah, 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 whatever.
Yeah.
the people who ain't in the street is gonna say y'all shouldn't have did that, or this was fake, or this ain't real,
Staged,
or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
whatever. So everybody gonna have their opinion, but at the end of the day, when you're looking at the facts of it, two of the biggest, let's be very clear, the biggest stars in music, the most paid, with some of the most influence in hip hop and rap, the culture. Gucci just did a whole line with Gucci itself. You know what I mean? So it's like that power. Atlanta won, bro. Atlanta is solidified without a doubt. Since QC really took over and had the Migos with Lil Yachty, the Migos, then you put Cardi, then you put Trippie Redd, you put all that together with QC and what they put, and then the City Girls. QC really went crazy. You have Future and all them going crazy. All the producers. Then you put on top Gucci and Jeezy coming together. Atlanta can't be stopped right now.
I say from jump, it's important to use your podium, your platform for the greater good.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So I definitely think while people have whatever opinions they have about that situation, I don't really want to get into it because, you know, I'm definitely tired of seeing it like online. You know, that shit was like 4 days ago.
Man.
But it's something to say about using your podium for the greater good. So when you see two icons like that come together with this beef that they have, come together in front of that many people in the show that they could put something that monumental behind them, it's a W. Like, I don't care what nobody say. Like,
because at the end of the day,
because it's bigger than the music at that point.
Whatever's happened, right? They've been going at it over this for 20 some odd years.
I say they grown now.
Yeah, now it's like, bro, whatever. Like, now let's see how much money we can. We proved that we are as thorough as you can get. You know what I'm saying? I did what I did. You did what you did. We stood on that for 20 years. Now, all right, now what's up? Like, the streets is dead, man. The streets is dead. As far as all that, what we think the streets are and what we grew up in and the moral code and how that is dead. It's over with, man. So now it's like, okay, at this point, we're going to do what's best for our families and what's best for us and the culture moving forward.
It ain't no winners in that shit.
It's not at all.
It ain't no winners in that shit. And the wins are temporary in that shit.
But the wins together are monument. It's crazy.
Especially for, like you said, especially for Atlanta, man. So that's definitely a W for Atlanta. Because, again, you got to look. I would like, and I say this shit all the time. I think I said this a couple of podcasts before, too. Like, just imagine, and again, we know it ain't going to happen overnight, but just imagine Chicago did some shit like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just imagine the impact that should have on the youth, on the community of Chicago came together and do some shit like that. But, I mean, that's a whole nother bag.
Yeah.
We could do a whole podcast, a whole session on that. You know what I'm saying?
The amount of influence Chicago has divided has been crazy, and Atlanta together took over, and that's why. And that's clear, especially in music and in influence and culture. The sound of music went from drill Chicago to Atlanta. Now everybody sound like the Migos for a very long time, and now it's what's birthed from outside of that, in my personal opinion.
Yeah, I mean, I could definitely agree with that, man, because, and the thing about music too, like, like it goes in, I don't want to say eras, but it kind of goes in like, I guess you could say
phases or cycles or
cycles.
Shit comes and goes. This will be how it is for a while.
And it forever changes.
Something else new, something else new will come.
Yeah, and that's regardless if you agree with that type of music or not, man. That ain't no different than sports, evolving. Just like in sports, players evolve.
Yeah,
the game evolves.
The game
you know what
changes.
I mean? And shit like that. You get whatever talent comes in.
Yeah.
You evolve the game around that talent.
Absolutely.
It's kind of the same thing in music. You know what I mean? Speaking of that though, you want to talk about your young boy, right? We're talking about sports. We talking about the game evolving and things like. Let's talk about that free agent joint. Let's talk about your young boy, man.
Let's just talk about some big major moves first, and then I get into how I feel about it. The Lakers lose Dwight.
They lose a lot.
Pick up Gasol. They lose Rondo.
Pick up Dennis Schroeder.
Nice. I like that move. I like Dennis Schroeder.
They bring in Wesley Matthews.
Bring in Wes.
We already said they got Marc Gasol. I think that was like the extent of their moves.
Yeah.
No, Montrez. They brought in Montrez here.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Who else made major moves?
Atlanta.
Atlanta got a lot of people. They got Rondo.
They brought in Bogdanovich. Yesterday they signed him.
Who the Clippers? Did Clippers get anybody?
The Clippers just signed Serge Ibaka.
Yeah.
Just signed Serge Ibaka.
The Warriors got
I don't think the Warriors. Yeah. They traded for Kelly Oubre.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So everybody making moves. Shout out to Klay, man. Shout out to Klay Thompson.
Oh yeah,
man.
Klay got a Achilles.
That's tough, man.
On draft day
after tearing your ACL.
That's how the body work, man. And the thing
is it same? Is it same?
I'm not sure if it's the same leg or the other leg, but I'm saying like the body somehow overcompensates or does something else when you have that like that. When you get an injury like that, your body overcompensates a little bit.
Yeah.
And he was talking about. So I was listening to an interview where the GM said he talked to Clay the day of, and Clay's like, man, I never in my life been without basketball. I never in my life didn't play basketball. Think about that. Like I've never in my life not played basketball, especially for this longer period of time. It's going to go on 2 years now.
Yeah,
that's crazy. That's some heavy shit, man.
At least meaningful basketball. He might be right. Not even just meaningful basketball in general, because you got to think about the amount of time he been rehabbing.
Yeah, he just started playing again. He got hurt playing pickup, so he just started playing again after ACL.
He's playing pickup. I thought they was in like a practice. I thought they was like doing like a practice or something. Or was it like a team pickup?
It's like a. NBA guys get together. Hey, let's go down here and run. It's a couple guys. NBA guys come together at a little gym or whatever, something like that. It wasn't a team. I'm pretty sure it wasn't a team activity. I'm 90% sure because it was in L.A. So it was down in L.A. But that's how it works, bro.
It's tough.
And then it's like shit.
That's
now
tough.
How do you? The team got to move on.
I feel for them.
It's just
man. Injuries, man. Yeah, we know it's a part of the game, man. But you got to feel for guys when they, when they spend all that time in mental preparation. We ain't even just talking about the physical, like mental and emotional preparation to try to bounce back from shit like a torn ACL, from a major injury, to turn around
and have it happen
and
again.
have to do it again. And those are too big, and it ain't like a sprained ankle, and then you tore your ACL, and then you rupture your Achilles back to back.
Yeah, that's tough.
I feel for that, man.
That's tough.
So
that's tough.
Just shout out to Clay though, man. Shout out to Clay though.
Love and prayers to Clay, because the physical, that won't be the hardest part. Again, it's all that mental. You talk about guys like Derrick Rose, when they have these injuries, then they come back to back to back. How mentally they change the player, or how mentally they challenge the player. That's the hardest part. You know what I'm saying? Anybody with any injury will tell you that. The hardest part is the mental blocks you have to get from trusting your body again, getting back to normal, knowing that your body has changed, and then knowing that and being okay with that, and having to kind of reinvent yourself, because you're not going to be able to move and do the same things. You just can't. That's just what it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
9 times out of 10.
But
a lot of times he gets back as close as he can to himself.
Yeah, and a lot of times in that case, the body won't do what the mind wants you to do.
Yeah, for sure. That's where that disconnect happens, and you have to change your game. Reinvent yourself.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
But a lot of guys got max. Let's talk about these max guys. So shout out De'Aaron Fox in Sacramento got the max, like 190. Donovan Mitchell, Utah got the max.
Well deserved.
I'm just trying to say my boy for last. Who else got the max?
I think those only two. I think it was no. I'm lying. Somebody got a max. Somebody got a max before, like the day before. I just can't think. Somebody got paid. It wasn't Gordon Hayward. Gordon Hayward got paid, but it wasn't him. I think it was somebody else who I can't think of it right now.
Well, Jason Tatum got the max.
But yeah, Jason Tatum.
He liked that. Yeah, that's my guy.
You say he like that.
He is like, what you mean? First of all, now he got the money, so now he got to prove it. He's going to be the next, I don't even want to say it, but he's close to the Snake Mamba as you're going to get, bro. That's Jason Tatum, and he young.
Yeah, he like 20, right?
He like 20, like 21, maybe 22. He young.
He might be 21.
Yeah, he might be 21 years old, bro, going crazy out here, 21, 22 years old, young boy.
The max that early?
Nah,
nobody ever signed the max that early.
You got to think about like KG. He did that way back. Way back.
That max
max though. Period. But I think he has the most over his career. That'll probably be shattered now, but he got like 300 M's over his career.
Who, KG?
KG got the most.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Over his career ever, I think. And they got like 300, something like that. So
I wouldn't be surprised. But Tatum.
Yeah, that max. Jason Tatum like that. But this is my thing about that. That's what I wanted to get into. I don't think that players' salary should be common knowledge. I don't think that they should tell, he got $195 million. Like, what the fuck? Like, think about that. If you had $195 million and everybody knew about it, how your life would change, and how people around you would change, and how you have to, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just does that. They don't have to say that. They can just say, okay, he signed the contract for a number of years. Let's just say, like, he signed, you know what I'm saying, a 3-year deal with Utah. That's all we wanted to know. I don't need to know how much you make. I do need to know maybe how long you're going to stick around, but knowing exactly how much these guys is making, I don't like that, man.
That should have been around since the beginning.
I understand, but why though? Why is it like that? Why should we know?
Maybe I wish I had that answer.
That's what I said. That's what I want to get into. Like, why do we think as the public, like we
should know how much he makes?
We pay. I guess you could say we're fans, and you pay buy tickets, But do you know how much every actor gets paid for every movie? Do you know how much every artist gets paid for every song?
For the most part, when it comes to like actors and like artists and shit like that, you have to research that shit.
Yeah, like
that shit not announced.
Soon as they get it, Buddy got 190. That builds the culture of gold digging and bullshit around these dudes. Like you now you want to tell the whole world this 21, 22-year-old kid got $100 million. You know what his phone is like. You know what his DM is like. You know what his life is like. They can't go nowhere. Like, I think we need to scale that. Like, you should, I don't know how to do it, but the first, because it'll come out. It's going to come out. But I mean, if we made it, would that matter? I think it might. Because you're going to know. Because you know, he may got it or he may not.
That shit coming out regardless.
I know, but I mean, just like, that's my thought, because I know, like, you're
gonna find it on a video game.
That's some deeper, crazier. I mean, yeah.
You know
I mean, like, why
like,
is it? That's how crazy is that? I mean, you can go in a fucking video game and know how much this man is making.
I mean, shit.
That's crazy.
I mean, I gotta know how much it take to trade you, though, bro. I mean, if I'm playing 2K,
those could be arbitrary numbers. Those don't have to be exact numbers.
So you said they.
So you could be like, so
you said it should be capped.
Yeah, it definitely should be capped. So on a game, it should be like, the highest paid is $100 million, but that's just arbitrary. You don't need to know that they actually are making 150 or one whatever. Okay, you know what I'm saying? A guy off the bench can be worth 1 or 2 or whatever.
What's the difference if I put an arbitrary number up there and say this guy making $100 million?
Because arbitrarily and actually knowing is very different. Not from you. I'm talking about these people who are leeching onto them. You know what I'm saying? The investors, the money guys, the girls, the motherfuckers who are really trying to get. That's a whole thing. Like, there are people who trying to get into their life and take advantage of them.
I ain't gonna hold you. I never thought of it on that level.
That's something you really have to consider at that level. Like, okay, now you know Jason Tatum got 190. You know it. Mm-hmm. If I'm off somewhere, some dude, I'm finding some way now, and that's just negative energy toward Buddy, right or wrong.
You want to know what's funny about that is that when I think about like a KD or like a LeBron, I've never really seen how much they make. Exactly. When they re-sign. Now that I sit here and think about it.
Because it's a difference. Those guys are big enough that their money is outside of the NBA.
Oh, obviously.
So now you telling everybody how much I'm making in the NBA, that's letting investors or my leverage with other big deals be, you know what I'm saying, tampered with.
Right.
Literally, like if your employer tells the world how much you make, and I got deals over here that, you know, I mean, we tell them that can be divulging too much information. Mm-hmm. So that's why you see some guys not, but
I'm sure you could probably put something like that in your contract, probably.
I'm sure. I mean, that's the reason why they do it.
More than likely, it'll still leak, though.
Some guys, I mean, at some point, but for it to be common knowledge instantly, no. That's gonna fuck up my money outside of this.
And you know, it can't, you know, and I'm a scale back. It can't be that hard to do because even in boxing, you don't really hear you don't hear the purses that these niggas get.
I'm telling you, it's not that hard.
You know what I mean? Like, you know,
so easy.
Like, you be knowing they get in the bag, but you don't know like the numbers.
Unless they say something.
At the most, you hear about like the pay-per-view buys. Like, this person is gross like he grossed like 350,000.
And those be arbitrary numbers. Those be off speculation.
Yeah.
Arbitrary pay-per-view speculation. Day's not in yet. The number's not in yet. Returns and all that type shit.
Yeah, you never know.
So it know exactly how much. It's not that hard.
So it can't be that hard. You might be right. You might be right on that.
Because that's that code. That's the shit. Like, they want to know. Like, that it gets deep, bro. That's the culture of everybody being leeches, and also these owners trade. Like you said, I want to know how much you worth. I want to know how much I can trade you for. Like, that's these owners sitting in their high porch and these ivory towers saying like, oh yeah, I gave him $250.
That's the soccer though. That's the soccer world of the NBA. You know?
Oh man,
because they be buying players, bro.
But over there,
bags.
I don't think that the cultural is the same.
As far as like when we talking about like leashes and gold diggers and shit like that.
The best player.
Okay.
Over here, it's like I just paid my slave, my employee almost. Like, I just gave him, like, that's why some guys do it like that. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, think about the ideology of these owners. Like, you know it's a slave mentality and a lot of this ownership shit. So they just really trying to just say how much I pay for you as almost gloating.
Yeah.
As the owners, like, big posting, oh yeah, I just gave him $250. Right? Yeah, I gave him the max 190. Yeah, I just gave my player the max 190.
I got it.
Yeah, I got
it. Ain't shit.
It's light. It's light.
Yeah.
Over there in Europe, it's way different. They're happy. They're like, oh, we have to pay the most because that's how much he's demanding because the money over there is so crazy. Because those stars over there are not seen as like property of the club. they're seen as stars for real.
Yeah, like for real.
For real. Like they're like Ronaldo and them dudes,
Man,
like
bro,
Messi. It's different.
It's the most popular sport in the world. It's the most popular sport in the world.
Worldwide stars. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Over here, it's more of an ownership of the person, and then like that's what the NBA and the players are now trying to break. That like, no, we control our own power in the league. We control the league, not the owners making the decisions. I want to trade, I'm going to go over here and get the money. You know what I mean? Like, as far as AD goes, he denied the player option so he can get more money on free agency.
To get more money.
Yeah, I ain't going nowhere, but I'm going to just get my bag.
I'm going to get my bag.
It's a business move.
Business.
Before, stuff like that would never happen. You know
and
what I mean?
He's not going to tie himself down like for too. He might not tie himself down for too long.
Nah, I'm going to get
so
one
he
or
want to
two
be
more.
able to. He want to be able to move around again in maybe 2 years. You know what I'm saying? It's business.
That's business now. Now they're making business decisions as businessmen and not as employees of the owners in the league. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Like that shit. Like I saw it and it just made me feel away, and I wanted to just delve deep into that. Like that's something I don't think that should be common knowledge like that. And you see how at first she was like, oh, whatever, but when you deep, it's not. It shouldn't be.
Yeah, I mean,
and it's easy to protect. Why are we just putting it out there like that?
Yeah, like I said, like when you think about that boxing shit, like you got a Floyd Mayweather, who everybody know he got a bag.
Yeah,
everybody know the amount of money he brings in and what he means to the sport of boxing, especially from like a promotion standpoint and a brand standpoint. But you like really never hear how much he fighting this guy for.
Yeah. Unless
like you hear,
he'll say it.
He'd
be like,
and he might be capping, but you still know he telling the truth.
And he'll talk pay-per-view money, like, off this pay-per-view, I'm gonna make blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But you don't never really talk about the purses and the bags, like you said, that they get from the actual acts of the fight.
How do you train? What you go, the Players Union or some shit? Maybe the Players Union, the Players
Association.
Association.
Man, I think so. Absolutely, you go to Players Union, the Players Union.
Part of that. Who the president? I think Chris Paul is the president.
Chris Paul is.
Chris Paul is the president
for the players and
for the Players Union.
You know, they got all So just go there and just be like, yo, y'all got to chill on that. Like, that doesn't have to be common knowledge. Yeah, he signed a deal for a max deal for 5 years. How much? You don't have to know that.
Yeah.
Why do everybody got to know that?
Because I know when the league signed a max deal, we ain't saying shit. You just don't know we signed the max deal.
The chain's gonna be different, earrings different.
We just
set different.
It's just gonna come
location
out
different.
You just gonna look up. You're gonna be like, yo, these niggas really doing that.
Yeah, it's gonna. I mean, your life changes, man. But I mean, because I know how nasty that world gets once you get to a certain level. It's instant, tons of pressure from everybody. Once you're $100 million man up there, you know what I mean, $150 million man.
The amount of people you feel like you
got to take
care
22 years old. Like, they know you in the league, but now you 150. How can you say no to me and you got $150 million?
The way you got to live.
Yeah, like
the way you got to start. Surrounding yourself with the right people.
Yeah,
becoming less
as
successful.
You should have done that already, but now it's a whole nother level.
Yeah, becoming less successful to the people you don't need to be around.
Man. It gets tough, bro.
It's pressure,
bro. It gets tough. That
pressure.
Growth. Well, talk that growth shit.
Yeah, that growth shit. Like kind of like what we trying to do.
Yeah, absolutely. Nah, exactly what we trying to do. Get to 150 million.
Or should I say what we're currently doing?
This season 2, ain't it?
Season 2, man.
Episode 1, man.
Season 2, episode 1, man. Like it's so crazy, man. This shit came so far so fast,
man.
As far as like the amount of work, as far as like the amount of work we've been doing. Like I was telling Fact Check. Shout out to Fact Check. When we locked in and said we were gonna do this, it's been every week.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we had 14 episodes. That's been 14 weeks of consistently working.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A little, what's that? Arguably 3 months.
Yeah.
A little bit more than 3 months. You know what I'm saying? Consistency, building the brand and just building what we trying to do and things like that. Staying relentless.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Grinding, loving the process.
Everything takes time. You know what I mean? Life going to beat you up anyway, and things are going to happen to you, right? So just a gem from me, be intentional with all your actions, with everything you can do. Like, you got to take control of your life. At some point, you're going to realize that, this was all on me.
Yep.
Whether you do now, later, before, however, whatever, and then it's like, okay, what do you do after that?
And everything should be on purpose.
Yeah, everything should be on purpose. Everything in your life, make it intentional, because then you can see, okay, if I'm doing this shit on purpose and I'm doing everything like this, I can gauge the results. Okay, now I don't need to do that, or I need to do more of that, or I need to go here or do there, because this is not getting me what I want, right? So I can change those things. But you have to be always intentional with everything you do.
And you got to be all in. You can't be you can't be 1 foot in and 1 foot out, though.
Ain't no benefits.
You know what I mean? Like,
part-time.
Because you don't know exactly what it is that you need to do to grow and to get better.
All, yeah.
If you got 1 foot in, you got 1 foot in, because you're not even giving it your all.
You can't.
You know what I'm saying? So like if you do it, like if you pushing forward and you put all your eggs in that basket, and you see the shit that you do well and the shit that you're not doing well, the shit you should add, the shit you should delete if you're not going full in.
Yeah.
So how you gonna know how to adapt?
I mean, like, you don't know how. You just got to know why. Get a why. Get something that's pushing you. Get a why. Get something that's pushing you, and then figure it out. That's why we talk. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. Like I haven't bricked ever. Like I'm not gonna do anything that's corny or whack. I'm not gonna let this go totally left. We'll figure it out. But the scary part is you don't know. You don't know.
Yeah.
And that's the great part. And then when you figure it out, that's the real joy of it.
Yeah,
the journey and the path of figuring that things out is what makes it all worth it.
That's what I love about. That's why I love about our grind. You know what I'm saying? That's the league, is that we don't, we rarely ask questions.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we rarely ask questions. Do we think this makes sense? Can it make sense? Can we pull this off? All right, fuck it, let's do it.
Yeah.
And if it don't work, we'll figure it out later.
Fell forward.
You know what I'm saying? Like if it don't work, we'll adapt later. We'll figure it out later.
And you have to have that type of mentality going forward, because that's what it is. Like, I mean, or don't. People stick and stay exactly how they are, and that's fine. But if you're trying to accomplish something like we are moving forward, we're trying to really create something and build a library and build a legacy of everything that we're doing, it's gonna be some shit you don't know.
Yeah, I made a status yesterday. Work hard or don't.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to. You don't have to. That's what I'm saying. Somebody's the life you want. Somebody is living that life.
Yeah.
Like somebody is doing everything that you think you can't do or that you want to do. Somebody is doing it. It's not like, I mean, unless you're gonna just come up with something that nobody else in the world has ever done ever, which is, I mean, it's probably not gonna happen. You know what I mean? Something you doing, somebody is already doing. So it's not like you have to go reinvent the wheel.
You can elevate it though.
Put some Forgiatos on that bitch. That's all. I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel. Just trying to make sure I run no flat stops and then my shit's clean and shining. That's it.
Yeah,
and you get to it. But it's like you said, it takes dedication. It takes grind. And it takes not letting your the outside influence affect what you do. Like life gonna affect everything we do. Bad shit gonna keep happening. But you still got to make sure you stick to what you said your grind was and what your dedication was and get to it.
I feel like you got to look at it like you got to look at the mandatories in your life, right?
Yeah, so mandatory shit.
So let's look at it like this. You wake up every single day. You go to work 8 hours out the day. Sometimes you might do 12. If you work one of them jobs, you might do a double. You might do 16, right?
Crazy.
So you take that time. You know for a fact if you got a regular job, an 8-hour job or whatever, you know for a fact you got 40 hours a week dedicated to this job no matter what, because that's how you get paid.
Yep.
That's how you gotta
make your money.
That's how you gotta make your money, whatever. It's the same thing with your dreams and aspirations. It's the same shit with your goals. You understand what I'm saying? When you wake up every single day, and you got a dream, you got an aspiration, you got a passion, you got something that you can possibly take and build to be your own, you have to tell yourself, I'm dedicating 4 to 8 hours to this every single day.
Yeah.
Period. Period.
That's what I say, yeah.
So
if
you can do, it's mandatory. Just like you waking up every day going to work is mandatory.
Yep. What you working for? You working for somebody else or yourself?
So if you decide that you're going to wake up every single day and put that 4 to 8 hours into your passion, make it mandatory to where there's nothing outside of that bubble that can affect that.
Yeah.
Because ain't nothing else going to affect you going to work. Once you at work, you at work.
Yeah.
So unless you get
your car break down, you going to get to work.
Yeah, you got
sad, you going to get to work. Yeah. Somebody break up with you and you broke, you're going to get to work.
Do the same thing for yourself.
Exactly. Get to work for yourself.
Like, do this,
no matter what. Sad, happy, mad, broke, unsure, not knowing, pissed off, you get to work.
Yeah, man.
Get to work. Build some blocks, build some foundation, and you'll figure things out within that space.
Yeah. I think one of the things we try to show with us, with the league, with our platform, our podium, and the shit that we've been doing, man, we want y'all to see the growth that we doing, because trust me, we might make the shit look easy because we just grind, so wherever you just see natural progression.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you gotta it's a process.
Absolutely.
Like it's a process. If we don't dedicate a certain amount of time into the League of Extraordinary Chicagoans,
it doesn't happen.
It don't happen.
Yeah.
Nor does it get to this crazy level we got coming up, but we off that.
Yeah. It's a big pay-per-view level. We talking pay-per-view. It's a pay-per-view level coming up real soon. Motherfuckers gonna have to pay to tune in. You feel me? I need $19.95 a month. You feel? I need all the bags. You feel? Support the kid, man. I'm trying to come on, man. Give me a couple dollars, man.
Hey, man, look, man. Hey, man. I'm trying to work for me for the rest of my life.
I'm not working for nobody else. We can partnership, or it's gonna be something I create, baby. You already know. Price just went up, man. Stop playing with me.
Talk that brand shit with the prices went up,
man. Yeah, prices went up, man. We got a lot of merch coming. Yep. Got a lot of merch from a different source coming out. Listen, LEC merch coming soon, man. Letting it out the bag now. We got some big coming up big. We got some big literally coming up big. And we going to make it come. You know what I'm saying? If you know, you know.
I like that.
Merch coming soon from Price Just Went Up and the LEC podcast. Got an EP.
We got more Stay Relentless merch coming out.
I mean, that's.
we talking about
merch.
Listen,
that's
mandatory. Y'all know what time
if you ain't
it is.
got that, you're slipping. If you got that, wake up, go back to sleep, and order something fast.
Go to the website. We'll talk about that later.
Stay Relentless coming. Price Just Went Up coming. Got the EP featuring D-Sun.
Yeah,
Unlawful Beats coming real soon.
I'll be there.
Got the short film still in the works. Got the Unexpected Visitor film coming out. And, this is a pressure to my boy, Jeremy Pargo, a.k.a. Buck.
Okay.
NBA veteran, overseas veteran.
Mm-hmm.
We doing a movie.
Hey, Pargo, come see us then.
Pargo need to come sit down. I'm putting pressure right now. So when this come out, I'm going to send it to him.
Come see us, man.
Buck, got my earrings in right now. Straight to the camera. Got my earrings in. We in the early works. He hit my line, see what I'm doing. Say, got a movie. I need to go down to Miami, get in tune with Buck. We got a hood classic coming. I'm just putting that out there right now. 2022-ish. 2020. Might go 23 for MJ, depending on what. But we got something in the works.
See, man.
So a lot coming from Chuck, man. Stay tuned, man. It's mandatory every week.
I just want y'all to know, hey, when we talk that, like doing our own thing, shit, we ain't just talking.
Nah, it's
like
not.
niggas is out here like really doing
not a
it,
business,
man. No. You a business.
I'm a
man.
business.
That's what you meant to say.
Not a business. I'm a business, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Not a businessman.
Hey, understand? Hey, find out. I'm looking at the camera when I say this. Find your brand. Find your lane, man. Because you're a billboard.
Absolutely.
You might not know it yet, but you're a billboard.
All the time, man.
You know what I'm saying? Find your brand. Find your lane.
For free.
Do that shit. And do it. You know what I'm saying? We be talking about how it's not a lot of black resources out here for our people and things like that. Be the resource.
Exactly. Whatever you want, whatever you see a need for, fill it.
Yeah,
whatever you see, whatever. Like I tell my homegirls and my aunts and my sisters all the time, like as a female, you know that females do a certain things, like get their nails done, get their hair done. Feel a need for just the people around you.
Yeah.
If you're a real hustler, boss like that. Get some product, sell it, and see how and figure it out.
Yeah.
See where you
Let's get more black businesses out here, man. More black brands.
That's that Atlanta shit, man. Shout out my homeboy Marcus. Shout out my homeboy Austin, who just got engaged to his beautiful wife Bird. Shout out Bird and Austin. He say they down in Atlanta, like, bro, that's what they doing. They see the money. Atlanta is black owned, operated, and everything. It's more black millionaires down there than anywhere, I guess, in the country right now.
They see the forest for the trees.
And that's what it is, bro. Coming together with your people and really getting to this bag and really fulfilling those needs that we need all around us. Like, we know chefs, we know trainers, we know carpenters, we know any facet that we know somebody that do it. So let's come together and really get to that money and spend the money together and, you know what I'm saying, see what happens.
Be a brand, man. You, like I said, you won. Like, you definitely won. You just don't know it yet.
You got to find your lane and go crazy.
You got to find the lane, man.
Ain't nothing but some work.
There.
Ain't nothing but some work.
It's nothing but some work.
6 months of work.
You could do it. You could do it 8 hours. You could do it 8 hours a day, 40 hours a week for somebody else. Like, if you could do it for somebody else.
For a motherfucker you don't know, don't care about, you working 40 hours a week and they somewhere else chilling. And you stressed out. How you finna get to work? Fucked up.
Hey, you can do it too. Like, you can do it too. Like
or don't.
Up. Like, or don't.
Or don't. That's why I'm on my shit. Or don't, man. Like, hey, listen, it's enough for everybody. I'm gonna get mine.
Oh yeah.
I hope you get yours.
Find that piece of the pie.
Oh man.
Put your ingredient in there. You know what I'm saying? Put your ingredient in there. You know, figure out what's what. You know, hey man, look, it's there.
I want the pie.
It's there.
I want the oven. I want the restaurant. I want the store.
Shit.
I want the place where it's at. I want the block.
I'm working on the whole
I need it all. If y'all want pie, come to me. Hey, speaking of, so Thanksgiving coming up.
Yeah.
Family. We on lockdown in Chi.
Debatable.
Very debatable. Make sure y'all stay y'all ass in the house, man.
Hey, no flex.
But
can we do an advisory for that real quick, man? Use our podium. Hey, be safe out here.
Listen.
Wear your mask. You know what I'm saying? No flex. What? Because this shit's real out here. Like for real. Like, regardless if you feel like it's man-made or not, this shit's real out here.
It's happening.
You know, it's happening.
And it's this is what I equate it to. Even if you don't care about,
wash your hands.
It's tough to get people to feel empathy, right? But that's what this
until it happens.
You're gonna know somebody. It's gonna touch somebody in your life, and how that touches a person, you know what I'm saying? You don't know. So you got to do your little part. Like, my dad's 67 years old. Like, God forbid something like he catches some from some other shit, I'll be devastated.
Yeah.
So that's what I think of. Everybody's somebody's father, mother, sister,
people
aunt,
got kids,
brother, you know, saying son, daughter. So just, you know, if not for yourself, do it for everybody else.
Yeah.
If not for everybody else, then definitely do it for yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you just out here living reckless, watch out, because I'm staying dangerous. Like, if you're on that bullshit, it's very confrontational. This is life or death, man. People dying over this shit.
Yeah, people are definitely dying. People are dying because
however it came and however it happened, people dying over it. So I ain't gonna play with it.
I'm gonna say this, and it's been like this forever, right? But let's look at how small a mistake you make, or you just being reckless, can cause somebody else to die.
Yep.
You could not wash your hands from this shit, and niggas is dying.
Yeah.
The next person is. You feel me? Like I said, wear your mask. You know what I'm saying? Wash your hands.
Absolutely, man.
You know what I mean? Like try to keep those safety parameters that they put out for us, so everybody can be safe, man. Like, seriously, man, because people dying out here, man. Kids is dying, elders are dying.
It's everybody,
you know
now.
What I'm saying? So just want to throw that PSA out there. You know what I'm saying? Let's use our podium for the greater good. You know, follow the rules, follow the guidelines.
Of wherever you at.
And if you go out for Thanksgiving because you want to spend time with your family and things like that, we know it's the holidays. It get rough for people.
Yeah.
You know, the holidays, everybody want to be around love and shit. You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, you know, if you're going to do that, exercise safety precautions.
Absolutely.
Because you're going to be around elders. You're going to be around kids if you're kicking it with the family on Thanksgiving.
And this is natural flu season, too, so people getting sick, strep throat, flu, everything. So this is just a time to really sit down and take care of yourself.
People are getting sick that's never been sick before.
I think that's how it works, right? If you ain't been sick and then you got sick, now you like, what are you talking about? Like, this whole Trump, man, hey, buddy ass, wow. But we going to look back on this and say, man, wow. 2020, we survived that shit.
2020 was good to me, man.
It was good, man. It was good to me, too.
Man.
Now it's like, what 2021 going to be?
Yeah, it's got to be up.
Absolutely.
I feel like if you feel like this year's been like bogus as hell, you got to look at it like this. It can only get better, right?
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? It can only get better, right? Yeah. I'm fortunate with 2020. It's been good to me, man. Like, it's been good to me. Did I have a little hiccups here and there?
Absolutely, but I will every year.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
it propelled me to doing the shit that I'm doing now.
Yeah.
So those hiccups actually were blessings.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, it's in the eye of the beholder, however you look at it.
That's how I see a lot of things. Like, people think, and I think a concept maybe that I have for a very long time is that blessings come as like positive things. Like, all blessings don't come positive. They come in the form of tragedies, because maybe you're not doing what you want to do, or you didn't get the damn picture the 5 times I sent you something good.
Yeah, I'm going to show you now. I'm show you now.
And that's why I used to tell my homeboy, like, that lived out west, how close do you want the tragedy to get to you, right? Like, if you seeing, like, even with the COVID and just natural life at that point, living in Chicago, like, how close do you want tragedy to get to your home base, yourself, your mother, your father, your family, before you make a drastic change to change your life? Mm-hmm. Do somebody in your family actually got to get killed? Do somebody in your family have to get COVID and die? You know what I'm saying? Does something really tragic have to happen for you to really say, okay, you know what? I need to make a change.
Unfortunately, that is for people.
Yeah, because people wait till they rock bottom to really go, nah, I don't want to do that no more.
Yeah.
Like, I'm good right now. I'm making them hard decisions now in a decent space to get to the next level. Mm-hmm. I don't want to wait till I'm rock bottom or fucked up to really lock in, because it'll happen. And when you down there, it's ugly.
No, it's ugly.
It's
bro.
ugly.
I've been there.
It's all of us. We all been there. Been there too many times. So it's like, I don't want to. I mastered the ability to bounce back. I don't want to bounce back no more. Let's just build on this. That's why I say them building blocks, that foundation, to keep going, to make sure your price go up, because ain't no going back from this. We making this the floor.
Yep.
This the floor with everything we doing. This the floor, and we going up. And going up and up. You know what I mean? Because that's what life is. And if not, that's fine. You stay over there. If you want to stay on the first floor of the apartment, go ahead. I got penthouse aspirations. I gotta take that. I gotta take the stairs though. The elevator broke.
And the thing, and that shit never personal.
Not at all. This shit is not personal.
That shit is never personal.
It's not personal when it get to that. You know, because it's just my life. And if you choose to do what you want to do, that's fine.
I feel like when it comes to me now, like I hold the people closest to me to like
a certain standard, a certain quality of life.
I'm not saying you gotta be out here with 12 LLC, driving a Porsche, none of that shit. But like, what we doing to get better though?
Yeah, you gonna be trying to do better around me.
Like, what are we doing? You know what I mean? Like
or not be around. What are we doing? Yeah, that's what, because I
need that energy.
Yeah,
you know
the energy, like you say, the energy has to be the same, because when it's not, it's gonna be combative. Like, if we locked in grinding, we like yo, like I gotta wake up early to go shoot a podcast episode 9 in the morning. somebody who not on the same energy last night, like, nah, man, fuck it, let's kick it, let's stay out. Nah, fuck that shit, let's kick it, let's do this till 2, 3, 4, 5 o'clock. Then you fucked up.
Yeah.
When the energy is the same, it's like, okay, I respect that. Go ahead, go do your thing. Or if not, what you need from me.
Yeah.
The energy has to be the same because when it clashes, it's no room for error for that.
That's just science.
Yeah, it's not personal. This is physics, man. It's not personal. I gotta build enough energy up to really go crazy. And if you're not helping with that energy or revving up this engine or adding coals to this fire,
yeah,
I mean,
man.
You gotta stay over there because I gotta go.
It ain't personal.
It's not personal
I'll double back with you later, like when I'm, you know what I mean.
Wherever you at is good.
I'll
send a car for you.
Yeah, but right now it's go time.
Gas,
it's lit.
All gas, no brakes.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not on E. I'm not on E. The tank is full. Understand what I'm saying? 5-star everything.
Everything.
A1 everything.
Mandatory.
That's the attitude that I have. Like I've always had this like this attitude, but now it's different. It's
been like people around you that is the same.
Like 2021 gonna be crazy, man.
Yeah,
like it's gonna be crazy. That's what I'm saying. 2020 was good to be, but in 2021 I'm gonna be good to 2021.
No, yeah, it's my turn.
Like real shit. Like that's how it's gotta be, man.
And just like that's what's like coming together as the Warriors and shit. That 5-5 that coming together with some people that's special. You know what I'm saying? We got Jim behind the camera now going crazy.
Shout out to the DJ firm.
Yeah, it's you're gonna see it. It's gonna be very, very clear the work we putting in and how shit changing. We don't gotta talk too much, but I'm gonna pop my shit.
Yeah.
You know I'm gonna pop my shit. But be clear how I'm coming.
Y'all know anybody who especially didn't follow me this year, seen where I come from up until now.
Man.
Y'all done seen like I say I push it in code.
Yeah.
You know, I push it in code. You know what I mean? By now y'all should know if I say something,
it's gonna happen. I'm standing on that.
You know what I mean? Like
it's gonna happen.
You know what I'm saying?
It's happening. Anything I say is gonna I speak. Like I say, I pray and then I grind. I speak and then I get to it because
talk that prayer without work shit.
It's a lot of work, man. It's a lot. That's wishes.
And wishes.
I mean, you can wish for God to do a lot for you.
A goal without a plan is a wish.
I mean, shit. If a lot of wishes. I mean, it's a wish foundation. They grant wishes. If you want your wishes granted, get a terminal illness, go to the and holler at them. They'll make your wish come true. Outside of that, you better get to fucking work. Because this shit ain't gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? They grant wish that you want to meet KD them, they could do that for you.
Yeah.
When you trying to get to 100 M's, I don't know if they doing that.
It's a wish foundation.
I'd have been in line.
It's a wish foundation. You've been in line.
I'd have been in line for 100 M's if they was doing that. I think they just letting you meet KD. And I'm kind of good on that. I'm good on that. You know what I'm saying? So get to some fucking work, man. People like, yeah, it's work, bro. It's hard. It's supposed to be that way, but change and growth is. Or don't. That's my new shit. Or don't. Like, that's cool because I've literally seen people's lives change over the last couple years. I got to give a small shout out to TJ Terrence Shannon Jr. out in Texas Tech. He definitely finna be a lottery pick. That's my young boy.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? TJ going crazy at Texas Tech basketball player, 6'7", going crazy. You know what I'm saying? He definitely will be a lottery pick. And shout out to all the new lottery picks that I think we talked about last episode, but all the new NBA draftees and unsigned guys. Much love and respect. I love to see that dream come true. Keep working. The work the work is just beginning. When you get drafted, the work is just beginning. Be clear. When you get to the league, the work is just beginning.
Because now at this point, you're a small fish at a big pond.
Man.
Like you're not the man no more.
So now what you want to do?
You're not the man no more.
What you want to do?
Show. Like you got to show people like, yo, I'm like I said, I'm him.
I'm him.
I'm him.
I'm him.
From the not game one. You know what I'm saying? Not the playoffs.
Right now.
Not the NBA finals. But as soon as you walk in the locker room, hey, what's up? Like, I'm him.
Yeah, I'm him.
I'm ready to go.
And the work separates you in every facet.
Yep.
The dedicated work separates you in every facet. You know what I'm saying? Just keep getting to work, man. It ain't stopping, man. Pop some Stay Relentless shit before we get up out of here, man.
Man, y'all already know how I give it up, man. Stay Relentless, LHH.com, man. Y'all make sure y'all get on the website, check out our products, our services, and things like that, what we're doing with the nonprofit, man. Hoodies on there, man.
Hoodies on deck.
Hoodies on deck, man. You know, I ship them out to you. I drop them off, whatever you want to do, man. I got a real business out here. Shirts, everything, like shirts, everything, and things. Then you know, and all those funds go directly to the Stay Relentless Life and Hip Hop Initiative, which is my nonprofit 501c3, baby. Never forget. Also, don't forget, we doing something special for my man Bibby, man.
Shout out Bibby, man.
I'm gonna keep beating this up to your head because we running this special up until Christmas Eve, man.
Yeah.
We donating 15% of our proceeds from all of our apparel everything that we sold, donations and everything to Bibby, man. To Bibby, man. Getting back on his feet, man. We also doing an essential needs drive for him. Myself, Free 99. Shout outs to Arby, Lifematics. Shout out to my Lifematics brother and man. A couple of my partners and sponsors as well, man. Putting together some essential needs for him. Canned goods, shirts, jackets, socks, whatever, man, to help him get back on his feet. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. So yeah, man. Y'all know how we give it up. Also, make sure when you dealing with us, the league, like we told you, hey, don't come up here playing.
They ain't no play.
Don't come up here playing,
See
man.
How this shit looking different, man. Next time I'm gonna come looking different, man. It's season 2, man. Episode
season
1.
2.
It's very different right now, baby.
It's season 2. We got some dope shit planned.
Excited, man.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm super duper excited, man. So y'all make sure y'all come with us on this ride, man. The League of Extraordinary Chicagoans on the YouTube, the League of Extraordinary Chicagoans on the Facebook, LEC_pod, Twitter, and Instagram, okay? Twitter and Instagram. You can find us on all your DSPs, man. Search one word, The League. One word, The League. All your DSPs, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts.
Ain't no reason you shouldn't
Spotify,
be tapped in with us.
Tidal. You should be locked in. And we got some new shit coming that you're going to have to subscribe to soon, too.
Real soon.
Real soon. Because we about to do a lot of filtering. You know what I mean? Just follow us, man, because we getting it up, man. It's exciting, man. DSOTN, man, personal Twitter, man, and Instagram and all that stuff. Custom Chuck, right? Custom Chuck on all your shit, right?
Everything.
Like Custom Chuck on all your shit.
Custom Chuck nothing over here. You already know how I'm doing it.
Yeah. This DSONTL on everything over here too, man. So y'all know how we get it.
Appreciate y'all. This the League of Extraordinary Chicagoans tapping in once again. Thank you, D-Sun, DJ Jim, the DJ Firm. We out.